Hey everybody, how you doing? This is not gonna be a really fun video. So if you watch the show, you would have seen me just do a video on this. This is Ruger's brand new Ruger American Prairie in 308. I heard about it. Some of y'all actually told me about it. I wanted to be one of the first people to have one, so I called my shop tolerers. I said, get me one ASAP. I picked it up. Everybody was excited about it. And then if you watched my last video where we came out to sight it in, I couldn't even get the thing on paper. I was hitting 20 feet in front. I was hitting way over here, way over there. I started to think maybe I'm having a bad day, but then it continued. I filmed another video with my new 270 short mag just to prove to myself that I could sight in a rifle. And that thing was boom, bore sighted it at 100 yards, got it on paper super easy. Boom, boom, boom. Tested a bunch of ammo. We're getting better than half-inch groups out of that thing. So yeah, built my confidence back up, and then I went back out with this thing and different ammo, took the whole thing apart, retorqued the action screws, put a different scope on it, put a different can on it, and guess what? It's still doing the same thing, y'all. It's all over the place. This thing is an absolute lemon. This scope right here, yeah, y'all excuse my basketball shorts and my Crocs. Normally y'all only see me waist up, so I don't care about the bottom half, but I put this on here. I just had this arcing on my 243 long range rig, stretched it out super far. No problems with this scope whatsoever. Torqued it on here, not even on paper. I went ahead and bore sighted it again. Can't even hit the broadside of a barn. Man, the flies are biting me today. Then I came up to 10 yards and it was going, phew, phew. I kid you not, with some really good ammo, match grade ammo, I could not get a 6-inch group at 10 yards. I know people won't believe me, but that's what we're doing here today. You see a big target like this, you might think, man, what are you doing, 1,000 yards? No, I'm gonna do 50 yards out of this thing from a lead sled, just to show you how this rifle is shooting. I'm gonna go back to 50 yards again. I'm gonna bore sight it again at 50 yards just to make sure. I'm gonna hold dead center. This thing is 3 feet tall by probably 2.5 feet wide. And if I can't hit that at 50 yards from a bore sight, then we got a problem. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you this because it's gonna be one of the things people say. The one thing I didn't check the other day was the crown. I did check it today. It's got no chinks in the crown. Crown looks perfectly good to me. I don't see any problem with it. So, retorqued everything, different scope that I know is verified. I've done long range with it. I'm gonna get set up at 50 yards, bore sighted again, shoot the rest of that matchbox. I've already dumped $200 in ammo in this thing, just thinking maybe it was ammo picky. It's not ammo picky. The rifle is a lemon. Again, today, this morning, I checked the torque on everything, the rail, no problems. But since a bunch of y'all wouldn't believe me, I'm gonna bore sight it at 50 yards, just let the cameras roll, show the whole target, and just show you what's happening. The bummer of it is this isn't a rifle I wanted to keep. I bought it just to be one of the first people to have videos on it. And then I was gonna sell it this week because I've already got 2 more things in the mail that I need to pay for, and this was gonna help me pay for that. Well, now this thing just is absolute hot garbage. I don't feel right selling it back to the pawn shop. I'm gonna have to do a return with Ruger and do that whole rigmarole, which I hate to do, but I just wouldn't feel right sending it back to the pawn shop for somebody else to have this piece of garbage. But I'm sure Ruger will do good warranty repair and get it back to us. Anyways, let's go back to 50 yards. I'm just gonna let the cameras roll and show you what's happening with some match grade 168, the best 308 ammo I've ever used. Show you what's happening. All right, now I'm back here at 50 yards, and like I said, I'm gonna bore sight this again And I've proved it in about 1,000 other videos that I know how to bore sight stuff. Feel free to go watch all those sight-in videos. But at 50 yards, you'd think we should be able to hit a piece of paper that's 3 foot by 3 foot almost, don't you think? Even with our eyes closed. So, let's go ahead, look down the bore. And I'm looking for those orange dots dead center. Okay. Make sure I'm straight here. Looking at my scope. Absolutely, from a bore sight perspective, I'm right in there. I'm within an inch, half inch of where I should be. Now, this is the stuff that I'm gonna just run the rest of the box through. This Premier Match stuff is good stuff. It's 168 grain Match Kings. If you want to get good groups, this is some stuff you should be using. But get the bolt back in. 50 yards now. I'm gonna pop up the whole target right here so we have visibility to the whole target. Based off of what I've already tested this morning, sent boxes and boxes through, I wouldn't be surprised if I missed that whole page, and that's not a joke or me trying to be funny. Here we go. 50 yards, bore sighted, 3 foot by 3 foot piece of paper. Well, now that one don't want a chamber. What in the world? Let's try another one. That one chambered. Maybe the throat's messed up on this thing. I don't know. But here we go. 50 yards from a lead sled. Holding right on those orange markers. Should hit within an inch or two in normal situations if this thing did half decent. That's wrapping paper. I'm afraid it's going to tear bad, but here we go. You'll be able to see the hit. Okay, so off the bore sight, that was way low, about a foot low. So, I'm going to do what I would normally do. I'm going to get my crosshairs on the center of the bullseye and adjust it down to that impact, right? Or what do y'all want me to do? No, I won't even do that. Y'all normally want me to do a group before I touch the scope, so let's do that. Let's just do a group of 3. See if they do any good. I honestly hope it groups good, and maybe I'm just crazy, but I'm telling you, I've shot about 4 boxes of ammo through this already, and it's all over the place. Number 2 here. Yep, so at 50 yards, we're working on about maybe an 8-inch group here. It's not what you want to see, is it? Where's this one gonna hit? Hey, back near that first one. That's good at least. But why did that other one hit so high? I don't know. Back at 100 yards, that's probably like a 2-foot group, which is what I was seeing. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all saw the video. It was throwing them all over the place. From a lead sled. Perfect rest. Let's just do a whole group with this same hold. Well, see, now it's grouping at 50 yards, huh? Well, we got a 3 or 4 inch group at 50 yards. Now, I've only got 1 bullet left in this box. I'm gonna go get another box because that did honestly better than I thought it would. It's still an 8 or 9 inch group at 50 yards, but I'm gonna turn this all the way down to the average of those hits. Right there. So, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get another box of this stuff and let's do some more 50-yard testing with this thing. Is it a certified lemon or not? So far, yeah, we're gonna have to send it back. We get some more ammo. All right, got some more ammo. Now, I went and got some more of this match. We're just gonna send some more into the group with that match ammo. Even if you discount that flyer that hit really high, it's still a 3 or 4 inch group at 50 yards. And to adjust it just now, I had to turn up almost all of my adjustment in the top turret. So even if we could get it on at 100 yards, we would have no more elevation in my scope. And this scope on a 308 should have enough to get you to 1,000 yards. And we can't even get it to 100. So even if we can get a good group, the way this thing's set up, maybe the barrel's just kiltered down. We've got no elevation in the scope because I've had to turn it all the way up to hit at 50 yards. Send some more holding for that orange, and I just moved the scope to sight it in for the orange. Brought it up our impact, hopefully to the orange. See what kind of group we can get here. Send another 5 or 6. All over the place. Let's do 2 more. That'll be a group of 5 there. Okay, so at 50 yards, that's probably a 5 inch group. Now, you might say, well, it might just like a different weight. Well, I've already tried 150s and these are 168s, so I've got some Norma Bond Strike 180s. Pretty generally speaking, out of all the stuff I've ever fed this, it's done extremely good. It's a good grouping, hunting ammo, high BC, small groups, take it long range. Let's do a group of 3 of this. I really shouldn't even be doing this because this is getting to be a really expensive ammo burn for this. But I'm gonna hold the black dot this time. Not gonna adjust the turrets. That last group was just right of the orange and 4 or 5 inch group verticals. Let's send 3 into that black dot with the hold there. Oh, now that's hitting 8 or 9 inches low. Tell me how that makes any sense, huh? I'm pretty sure if I tried to adjust for this group now, I wouldn't have enough in the scope, but we'll try it. Yeah, how about that? A group of 3 at 50 yards. And that's a 6 inch group. I'm done throwing money at this, but I had to put this thing through all the tests, torqued everything, took the rail off, put it back on. Completely different scope, re-leveled this scope, completely different can. Looked at the crown. It's not doing baffle strikes in the can. Took the can apart, took the other can apart. It's not hitting baffle strikes. This barrel is an absolute lemon. And just because, let me go get the calipers. I don't think my calipers are big enough. Let me go get the tape measure and we'll just do it that way. And I'll show you the groups. This is junk. I'm gonna have to send it back under warranty, which I absolutely hate to do. I don't have time or the patience for that, but I don't want to send this down the line to somebody else. All right, so I might as well bring you guys along with me to do the measuring here. So these 5 were all in one string here. So I'm not worried about being precise with calipers. The group's so big. Just that group right there. Let me bring y'all in closer so you can see. So just this group right here, without that one up top, is about 2.5 inches to be generous at 50 yards. But you gotta include this one. It's out of a lead sled, goodness. That's a 7-inch group. And those were with the Remington Match 168. Some of the best 308 ammo I've ever tried. Now these right here, this was a separate string after I adjusted based on the average of that. And what's this one going to measure out to? Well, that's being generous again, roughly 3.5-inch group. And that's the same ammo for both of those. Then we came over here. It's so bright out today. Came over here, held right here with those normal 180s, the Bond Strikes. Now this right here, that was inside of 1 inch. But again, this only a group of 3. This ammo is even more expensive. That was a 5.25-inch group. And all this, guys, was at 50 yards, which would explain why at 100 yards I was having such a hard time getting groups and getting it on paper. Well, it's because of this right here. We're getting 5-inch groups, 3-inch groups, 7-inch groups at 50 yards. So that's it for this video. This one's gonna be getting a warranty claim on it. I'm sure, you know, majority of them coming down the line are good ones, but guess what? I paid my own hard-earned money for this, and I got a lemon, and that ain't no count. I was really planning on doing some long range with this one too, stretching it out before I got rid of it, but I got a lemon. I've got another one in warranty with Ruger, the one that blew up on me, that 17 WSM, and they've had it over a week now, so kind of a bummer. They've had it 2 weeks now, I think. I was hoping to get that one back quick too. But yeah, stay tuned for this. I'd imagine there'll be an update video probably like a month from now. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you on the next one. Hoo-doo!